A survey that asked managers what is meant by diversity to decision makers in your organization found that they most frequently mentioned race, culture, sex, national origin, age, religion, and regional origin. When managers describe workers this way, they're focusing on surface level diversity. Surface level diversity consists of differences that are immediately observable, typically unchangeable and easy to measure. In other words, independent observers can usually agree on dimensions of surface level diversity, such as another person's age, sex, race or ethnicity, or physical capabilities. Most people start by using surface level diversity to categorize or stereotype other people, but those initial categorizations typically give way to a deeper impression formed about the knowledge of others' behaviors and psychological characteristics such as personality and attitudes. When you think of others this way, you're focusing on deep level diversity. Deep level diversity consists of differences that are communicated through verbal and nonverbal behaviors and are learned only through extended interactions with others. If managed properly, the shift from surface to deep-level diversity can accomplish two things. First, 95% of studies on this issue show that getting to know and understand each other reduces prejudice and conflict. Second, it can lead to stronger social integration. Social integration is the degree to which group members are psychologically attracted to working with each other to accomplish a common objective, or, as one manager put it, working together to get the job done. Because age, sex, race or ethnicity, and disabilities are usually immediately observable, many managers and workers use these dimensions of surface-level diversity to form initial impressions and categorizations. Age discrimination is treating people differently, for example, in hiring and firing, promotion or compensation decisions because of their age. The victims of age discrimination are almost always older workers, and the discrimination is based on the assumption that you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Sex discrimination occurs when people are treated differently because of their sex or gender. Sex discrimination and racial or ethnic discrimination are often associated with the so-called glass ceiling, the invisible barrier that prevents women and minorities from advancing to top jobs in organizations. Sexual orientation indicates an individual's attraction to people of the same and/or different sex. Sexual orientation discrimination occurs when people are treated differently because of their sexual orientation. Racial and ethnic discrimination occurs when people are treated differently because of their race or ethnicity. To what extent is racial and ethnic discrimination a factor in the workplace? Every year, the EEOC, or Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, receives between 26,000 and 36,000 charges of racial discrimination, which is more than any other type of discrimination charge. According to the Americans with Disabilities Act at www.ada.gov, a disability is a mental or physical impairment that substantially limits one or more major life activities. Disability discrimination occurs when people are treated differently because of their disabilities. What accounts for the disparities between those with and without disabilities? Contrary to popular opinion, it has nothing to do with how well people with disabilities can do their jobs. Studies show that as long as companies make reasonable accommodations for disabilities, for example, changing procedures or equipment, people with disabilities perform their jobs just as well as people without disabilities.